It's always like that.
No, don't tell me it's always like that. It looks awful. Hello. You see, it's sticking out here in the white background's really making it stick out.
Hello. Oh, you've changed a lot.
That is an advert. What you are seeing is an advert for Etsy. I am neither young nor female. Right, yes. So.
Hello.
Can
yes.
people... No, you can see me. You're in the room with me.
Yes, I can. I can also see you on the screen.
You can see me on the screen, but
yes.
we don't know if you can hear me or not.
I can, yeah.
The microphone...
I can hear you,
The microphone's been being a bit temperamental. Loud and clear. Thank you, Monkey Empress. Much appreciated. Hello! So it's taken a little while to do this. Real life has been kicking and screaming. Has it not?
Oh, yes.
But so this is rescheduled from last week when life kicked and screamed. And now Lemmy's trying to run across the laptop.
Hello, baby.
So that's a thing that's happening. If random stuff happens...
Lemmy. Oh, she's unmuted me.
She's unmuted you.
Wait.
She's unmuted me. She's
unmuted
you. Yeah. Yeah. What are the function keys does the muting? One moment, callers. What are the function keys does the muting? Totally professional. One moment, call. There you go.
Thank you.
That button there. So yes, just real life things. Usual format. I say usual. It is still the usual format. Oh, this bit of beard sticking out, it's really doing my head in. If that always looks like that, I'm going to have a beardectomy on this side of my face because I just look stupid with that. Look at it.
Oh, that looks stupid.
Stupid.
I mean, did you see when you said, "Is my beard all right?" I was looking at you from this angle.
I suppose I could twiddle it and sort of do a sort of crazy, 1920s silent film villain. How's that? It's a little bit like a curly moustache.
No. No, it's not doing it for anyone. That no.
Yes. So. Down, beard, down. So yes, usual format. Bit of a bimble about what's been going on in both life and hobby in recent weeks. Then some bimbling about today's ramble subject, then a bit of Q&A. I don't know what you're laughing at. A bit of Q&A. Crimson will be taking your cues, and at some point I will provide A's. And we have some news to announce towards the back end of the proceedings, don't we, about the next Crimson event?
Mm-hmm.
But I shall not steal Crimson's thunder on that. No. That thunder is to come. So, what has been happening in the world of hobby? Well, I guess what's been happening in my real world first. Started a new job, which is consuming the vast majority of my time. So, I'm no longer an independent IT contractor. I'm permanently employed by someone to do what I did before, but I'm permanently employed. So a bit of 9-to-5 stability going on there in an uncertain economy, which is super good. So that's been taking a fair amount of focus. Real world stuff. Your businesses have been running. You're in your really super busy time at the moment, aren't you?
Crazy. Everyone wants their faces painted.
What else do they want?
They want braids. They want henna. They want tattooing. They want the lot.
They want the nails
doing.
Yeah.
It's been school holidays, so all the kids want really long nails on. And yeah. Help Wolf Corgi.
Yeah, well,
I hope.
I don't know if the audience is that up on braids and nails, because according
Why not?
Well, according to YouTube analytics, my audience is 100% male. Now I know that can't be true, not 100%, but rounding. It's
oh, wait a minute. Lemmy's done something to my keyboard and it's doing incredibly weird things.
What's it doing?
It's not letting me type. Look.
Well, you just typed.
Yeah, look. I didn't type A4 star.
A4 star.
I typed up.
Oh, hang on. That's we might need some tech support from the internet on this. What's the button that makes your keypad a number pad that you undo?
Yeah, definitely explains the smell. I totally am with you there, Solo Star.
Have we burnt the incense? No, but I know that is it numlock? Try again. Try now.
Yay!
I have my T-skills.
I did it. Thank you, Muldis. Muldis did it.
How very dare!
Right, come on then, crack on.
Yeah, all right.
Gordon Bennett.
I know. So yes, so you've been doing loads of painting of faces and braiding of hairs,
and lots of it, and parties, and there's lots and lots of children born in June and July, and they want parties, and yes, it's chaos. And loads of people want pampering because they want sandal toes to go on holiday.
And
yes.
You do stuff. You started also doing nursing homes and flowers on the market, haven't you? You're diversifying.
Yeah. I'm like Eliza Doolittle. Only fatter.
I don't know what that means.
Oh my goodness. Right.
So I'll carry on. I'm sure there's a way of getting into trouble there, so I'm going to just carry on and hope I've avoided it. So hobby-wise, what's been going on? It's been a bit bitty. So as people may have inferred from the content that I've been outputting, I am massively into Old World at the moment, and having a bit of a break from other systems. But I have got planned and scheduled in September to finish off the last 3 episodes of the Siege of Excelsis. For AOS, so that is going to reach a conclusion, and this is going to be epic. We've got a god fight coming. Oh yes, god fight, god throwdown. 2 gods, 1 dead frog. Boom! Walk into a bar, say ow, because it was a pangalactic gargle blast star. So. The problem I've been having with that is that I've got loads and loads of minis to pay for it. I managed to do all the Scourge Privateers that some of you may have seen in one. See, one of the things that happened with bat reps is I started spacing them out a little bit more because I was running low at one point, so I started spacing them out to every 3 weeks. But now I'm building up quite a big backlog, so pretty soon I'm going to go back to an every 2 week spacing, I think. I may go back to 3 weeks at some point, but I don't want it to dry up at any point. I want it to still be coming out. So I'm trying to think if the one I'm thinking of has been out for general viewage or if it's just one for the members. So the Level 2 membership, as I'm sure most of you who are watching will know, gets you early access to the back reports. So the one I was just about to make reference, I guess my phone will tell me. It's the phone. The phone knows everything. Dwarven Mounted Holds versus Dark Elves. That's the one. No, that's not gone up on public yet. That'll be out soon. Yes, so I painted a lot of Scourge Privateers for the Siege of Excelsis and some Charybdis and some chariots and stuff. And then I have used those chariots. And I have used I've used all of the Scourge Privateers in an old world bat report as Dark Elf Corsairs, which was a lot of fun. Black Ark Corsairs, having lots of units of Corsairs. That was good fun. No spoilers. Then I started because the bit of the so the big game, the big two gods and a dead frog fight is it's a combination of there's going to be 12k on the table. It's going to be 6k of Kragnos, Sons of Bearmat, Orruk Warclans, and Gloomspite Gits. They're going to be in the middle, and coming on from one side is going to be 3k of Stormcast Eternal and Seraphon. Coming on the other side is going to be 3k of Marathi and Daughters of Cain and Scourge Privateers, because in the story they turn up at the last minute and save the day. Interestingly, there was an article on the GW the community forum today about the Siege of Excelsis, and I'm like, timing. Well, it's not purely about that, but they do make reference to it. It's one of these sort of 10-year anniversary, what's happened before now in AOS kind of things. And so I have got the Daughters of Cain and Marathi still to paint. And the Daughters of Cain started to drag. I was playing loads of Old World. I'm still playing loads of Old World because I'm absolutely loving the Old World. Far more than I ever enjoyed Fantasy Battle, I have to say. Loving the Old World. And I started grinding to a halt with the Daughters of Cain. So I thought, right, what I need is pressure with the Daughters of Cain. So I thought, I'll follow the muse and I'll do some Old World. And then 3 or 4 weeks beforehand, I'll paint the 3k of Murder Snakes that I've got to. So that's still to come. That's cracking pressure, Gromit. That's up and coming. So with a slight hiatus. I mean, I was doing a batch paint of 20 Murder Snakes, and I got the bottom halves done. But it was really annoying because I had a bad can of white spray, and it pitted on all of them, and so I had to strip them and start again. And I didn't manage to get all the cack off, and they've not gone well. And it's even stuck. I used the can without realizing on the tail end of some of my Beastmen as well. So some of those are going to be a bit speckled Jim, which is a bit But that aside, so yes, I've painted the sort of waist down on the 20 Murder Snakes. I just need to do waist up on them. So that batch will do about 800, and Marathi's about 800. So I should be okay. I just want to try. Well, I will be okay. I just want to try and get some more variety in there as well. But I had a bit of a story with my Empire, because in one of the aforementioned games of Old World, the man, Mr. Wolf Corgi, mentioned that he quite liked the idea of looking at Empire. We were talking about wood elves and so on. I said, I quite like the idea of the Empire. So I said, well, why don't you have a go with mine? And so I spent a few days just doing a little bit. There was the minimum amount of rebasing to get a small army together. I think I discussed this at the start of the video as well. Minimum amount of rebasing. And then a bit of, right, how is the army actually structured? And so did a 1,000-point list. And then absolutely got bitten by the Empire bug. And I have done nothing but Empire since. And they have kind of become my main old world army. And the Bretonians are kind of sat there going, but we have shiny clothes and lances. And I'm like, yep. And I will come back to you once I've done about 5 Empire armies, because that's how it's shaping up. So, and then, oh, you'll laugh. I looked at it and said, I told you you'd laugh. I looked at my army and go, well, I've got my old city of my old Nuln army. Right, well, let's see in Old World, in the Age of the Three Emperors, what that looks like. And I'm like, okay, Nuln's not a thing. We've got Tabakland, we've got Midden thing, we've got the Sea people, and we've got the Sigmar worshippers. I'm not great on my lingo. That's why the book's next to me for when I get into the detail on this a bit later on. Because at the moment, I'm still on hobby ramble rather than subject ramble, although they are bleeding into each other. So, all right, well, it's not a thing. Well, what I'll just say the Free State of Nuln, because I saw, Nuln's a city on here. It's not a state. Free City of Nuln, I'll do that. And I was hunky-dory, happy with my yellow and black little plastic fantasy men. And I thought, that's how I'll redo my army. And then one day, I casually pick up the Arcane Journal, the Empire of Man Arcane Journal. I'm flicking through it, and I turn over to a page, and it goes, City State of Nuln, Army of Infamy. And I'm like, fantastic, this is brilliant. And I go down the list, and I go look at the units I've got, and I look at the specific list, and I go, can't have that, 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 can have that one, and that one, but not that one. Can I have about half my units? And okay, it says that the color scheme is black with occasional color, occasional bits of color differentiating the units. Well, mine are black and yellow. I could probably get away with this. This will be fine. Then I thought, well, maybe what I'll do actually is I'll maybe just go over some of the yellow bits with black and make this regiment like a little bit yellow, and I'll do another one in the future a little bit red. And so I start to plan that out, and then I start to plan the other units that I'm going to take out of this City State of Nuln thing. And I'm like, right, I'm going to get that one, I'm going to get one of those, I'm going to get this. And so I start to get my stuff together, and I order the things I need. I start to build them, and then I'm like, right, I am set for Nuln. And one of the problems I've found is that there's not a huge amount of lore and background in these 3 books. And it's the first time I've really noticed this from the old style 40k of fantasy battle books, where you really, if you wanted to know how an army was constructed narratively, there was loads of info in these books. And since they've started stripping that out, I've been okay, because I've kind of had most of it in my head already. This is the first time I've come to something new and really realized how little information there is in there. And you've got to piece it together from like one paragraph here and a little note against the end of at the side of a unit that says, and in this providence, such and such and such and such, and these things are outlawed in Stirland. And I'm like, oh, right, okay, yeah, tick, that goes in the old brain. And I think, I know what I can do is I can see how much overlap there is with the old Empire book I've got from Fantasy Battle and what I'm painting and what I've got now. That'll have some of the background in it, surely. Yeah, great idea. So I get the old book out. And I'm reading through, and I'm known. I'm like, oh, it says they are black, and I'm like, when were they yellow and black? Oh, that was Avaland. I didn't have a Norn army. I had an Avaland army. Yeah, yeah. Shame I've just rebuilt it all around Nuln. Goes back, looks in the other book. Oh yeah, Free State of Avaland. Yeah, yeah. Because the other thing is, with all my units, they can't all go in a Free State of Nuln army. And I think, okay, well, what I'll do 2 armies. I'll do 2 armies. I'll do a State of Nuln, and then I'll do I'll do another one where all these things can go. Like, right. Well, you can't put those in the same army as those, because they're outlawed there and they're outlawed there. So it's got to be 3 armies. Right, okay. But these guys use handguns, not crossbows, and I want to use crossbows because I've got handguns in Nuln. So that's another army. All right. But I really like the blue and white ones. I want to do the blue and white ones. It's another army. And so in my head, it's kind of sprawled into this mass amorphous thing of I've got a lot of individual random units dotted around that I can use only in very specific scenarios when I've repainted stuff that I've already got into vaguely similar things. So, but
Do you want a question?
yes, please, because I was about to go too far down that rabbit hole, and it'd be good to have a break in that rabbit hole before I return to the actual subject of the ramble, as opposed to just blither.
Okay, so Miss Randon, I hope I've said that properly, says thoughts on the new Chaos Dwarves. Please. Is that it?
No.
All right, just
No.
checking.
There are many thoughts,
Oh.
and they are in a weird order, and I've not really said them aloud, which is why my brain's buffering.
Oh.
It's what happens with my brain. If it's not a thought I've had before, it has to buffer and work stuff out. It's kind of like watching ChatGPT work in real slow-mo, powered by coal. So in Fantasy Battle, Chaos Dwarves were my all-time favorite army, and I still absolutely love them and love the aesthetic. And it's one of the sets of minis that I've had from back in the day that I sold when I was on my uppers, and most of them I didn't regret at all. I really regretted selling those. And I hadn't even painted them, but I just absolutely loved them. Sorcerers turning to stone, riding around on clockwork leg machines, and giant flying bulls that breathe fire, and centaurs with huge beards, and blunderbusses that just
like a Saturday night.
Oh yes. And and then big units of orcs and hobgoblins and the sneaky gits that be able to stab your enemy in the back, and bolt throwers and earthquake cannons and rockets, and I just absolutely loved them. When they did the range, when they did the Forge World range, they changed quite a bit, and I'm like, nah, they're all right, but they just didn't have the nostalgia for me of the old dwarves. And obviously, then they went away. I have been wanting the Chaos Dwarves in AOS for such a very, very, very long time. And I think they have done a reasonable job of doing an AOSified mini range. And if I was really into AOS like I was in third ed AOS, I would be all over those little fiery demon blacksmiths. But for me, a lot of the flavor's gone out of AOS. So I just don't have the deep the enthusiasm to want to play it that I did. And as such, I'm not going to go after another AOS army at the moment, even though it's weird because it is my favorite faction of all time and I think they've done a decent job with the range. It's just not the game I'm playing most at the moment. I'm finishing off the Siege of Excelsis out of sheer bloody mindedness because it was always a plan for 24 episodes, and we've done 21 of them, and I'm damned if it's not going to get finished. And it's going to be so much fun. We would love to complete it, but I'm following my muse with the games at the moment, and that's one of the reasons why I haven't done anything much with Heresy at the moment. And that's not because I'm turned off to Heresy. One of the reasons is my Heresy books only arrived yesterday. Or was it this morning? No, it was this morning. They only arrived this morning. I haven't even taken them out of the box. So I haven't had a chance to look at them. But I do enjoy every game of AOS I play, and I enjoy every game of 40k I play. When we had a narrative event in April, and I ended up playing 5 of the games. We had an odd number of players, so I made up the numbers, and I absolutely loved it. I had 5 great games against 5 really fantastic opponents, and I had loads and loads and loads of fun. And I'm sure I will enjoy every game of Heresy when I play it. But that's just not what's getting me juiced at the moment. The thing I am just really buzzing for is Old World. Now, I spent a number of years with the YouTubing, forcing myself down, not routes I didn't want to go down, but not following the thing that I felt most enthusiastic for, following the thing that I had planned to do or committed to do or whatever, and I didn't enjoy it as much, and I didn't burn out. But when I tried to build the YouTube to see if I could make it a full-time job, and that didn't work out, not big enough, and because I'm just doing it as a hobby, I'm following my muse, and my muse at the moment is just loving Old World. So it's not that I'm not playing other stuff. It's just that I am playing Old World. I am painting Old World. The main reason, one of the reasons for sticking with the AOS stuff we've got coming up is because we're committed to do it. Loads of people, myself included, have painted stuff especially for it. We've got to get, I think there's 5 or 6 of us together on one day. We planned it about 7-8 months in advance to find it at the earliest day we could all make. So that is totally happening, and I'm going to buzz off that, and that's going to be great. But Old World, man, it's where it's at. Does that answer the question?
I think it does.
I don't know what the question was.
Quartermain says that he had a big, I'm presuming it's he, had a big metal bull with a sorcerer on it. He regrets selling it so much. It even had a paper banner on it.
That'd be the sorcerer on the Lamassu, I'm guessing. Yeah, I had that with the sort of flying magic bull with a huge beard and flags. Awesome mini. Bearded bull. Bearded bull. That's a phrase that's meant other things.
Yes.
So, more questions, or
nope.
Should I go to?
I just I've got a question from Discord from Wolf Corgay.
Okay.
But that's very much in line of the thing that we were going to mention. So should we do it now?
Okay. Let's mix this up.
Let's do it. Okay. So, Wolf Corgay in Discord says it's a two-part question. The second part first. What army are you painting at the moment?
Empire of Man. On my painting desk right now is another core choice for my State of Nuln. Well, I say State of Nuln. It's a Free Guard militia. Because it's a militia, I'm painting it in colours that go with Nuln, but also might go with other armies. So I can hopefully I could do some stuff that will be common. So I can just do the heraldic things to slot into other armies. Free militia with their miscellaneous collection of random weapons.
Okay. Good stuff. I've seen that. This is true. It's in the other room. Yeah. It's upstairs, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, the other question was, let me just show you my new pen. Look at my pen. Wait a minute. Look at my pen. If anybody can see it, it's a unicorn. Can you see it? It's a unicorn. And I painted a little boy's face the other day, and he went racing off and came back with a unicorn pen. Just thought I'd share that. So in my world of craziness. So
people love you. It's just a thing.
Bless him. I think he was so relieved that his Spider-Man had gone well. Wolf Corgi says, update for November's event. Da, da, da. Oh, thanks, Monkey Empress. Yes, so the update for the next event, which is called, drumroll please, Return to the Crimson Ribbon. Now, it's on Discord at the moment because the minute that we left the last event, I put it on there, so there's already somewhere on there to put details if anybody wants to ask any questions. Return to the Crimson Ribbon. It is on the 15th and 16th of November. It's a 2-day event, and that was requested by you guys on the poll. You wanted a 2-day event.
We did a poll on the Discord, didn't we?
We did a poll. Yeah, we did a poll. And it's 15th and 16th of November, and it is at Tabletop Events.
In Belper?
And it is requested from you guys. It's a 40k event. So that won the poll. The next one, what we thought we'd do is, because we did a poll, we thought that we'd go like the most popular one first that everybody voted for, and then the next one. Well, the next one that was very, very close to it was Old World, wasn't it? So we are doing an Old World event at the beginning of next year. So that's just a message from Scott. Do you want to read that?
Scott Eldridge, given I was the War Master of the winning Chaos side.
You were with me. I remember it so well.
Crimson Ribbon. I should probably play my Alpha Legion again.
Oh, it brings back memories. Yeah, you were one of mine, Scott. We not that it's all about winning, but just to say we did. Not that it's all about winning. It was an absolutely amazing day, Crimson Ribbon, wasn't it? It was fabulous.
It was the battle over this particular world that was adjacent to the Crimson Ribbon, which was a hole in the Cicatrix Maledictum, basically a secret passage from one side to the other. And the forces of Chaos and the Imperium were fighting over it. And in the background, there was a bit of insidious Gene Stealer cultery going on in the hives. And it was Chaos who successfully invaded the system and ejected the Imperial lapdogs. And we are going back there for a sequel.
Yeah, we are. So yes, 15th and 16th of November. Tickets go on sale on the 1st of September. So you have got a full 62 days to get your requests in for the tickets, and we've got some further information that we can send. And the closing date is the 7th of November. So we start to sell tickets on the 1st of September, and we finish selling them on the 7th of November, and that's just a week before the event. So hopefully, if we're lucky, we might be a couple of days early getting that, because getting that information in. My fans died. So you're getting that information in. So you've got a full 62 days to book and pay for the event. And let me know your armies as we did before. For anybody that didn't go to the Crimson Ribbon, don't worry too much if you didn't go to that, because you will pick it. It's not like it is a continuation, but it's a standalone event, isn't it?
It absolutely
so
is.
You didn't have to go to, I mean, why, first of all, did they come to Crimson? Why? Because it was fabulous. It was fabulous. But if you didn't come to that, don't worry too much, because you don't have to have been to that to play in this particular event. So yeah, you were going to say a little bit about the armies, weren't you?
Yeah, I was going to say, so the factions are
Yes.
So
Sorry.
It's quite all right. So yes, basically, it's going to be the Imperium. It's going to be the Imperium and the Forces of Chaos and Tyranids.
I can't get the battery out.
You can't get the battery out.
I knew that.
All right,
I've done it.
You got it. Oh. It's so hot in here.
It's boiling.
We've got fans aplenty to try and keep cool. So yes, the plot will we'll release a bit more of the sort of intro plot when the tickets go on sale, because it will be part of the background in the pack, and similar to the recent Crimson Mandeville event that we ran. Tech support's required to put battery in fan. 1 minute, callers.
That's it.
Woo-hoo-hoo! There you go.
Nearly got blown off.
Well, quite. Big Bad Peter Gaming has just gifted a Say Hi Paul membership. Big thank you to Big Bad Peter Gaming.
Have you done the alert?
I haven't done the alert. No, I haven't. And Big Bad Peter Gaming has also used his membership chat to say, who is fave Empire of Man character? Also, hi. Hi,
Big Bad Peter.
So
42 months. Woo!
Character in terms of a sort of named character. Well, there aren't a huge number in the old world story. In fact, there's only a couple of named characters in the book, and so I guess my vote goes for the one whose name is unpronounceable, General Hans von Lowenhackel. Lowenhack, because he's the Empire of Norn character. Although he's actually a Tabakland general, he gets seconded into Norn. Norn has Norn's an independent state, and it rules with money because it makes all the cannons, all the guns. Well, I say all, the majority. It's got the gunnery school and the engineering school. So commerce is its big thing, and it just buys stuff. And no one wants to run the risk of annoying them to the extent that their supply gets cut off. So everyone's happy just to let them be independent and sell to everyone. So he ends up often doing the general thing for combined Tabakland and Norn forces, to the extent that he's even absorbed some Norn heraldry, which, and this guy's sat on my painting desk at the moment, he's in a queue, but there's no transfer for, so I'm gonna have to try and do a freehand. He's got like a shoulder plate. I'm gonna have to try and do a freehand gold cannon and lion on that. So that's going to be interesting.
You could always do a bee.
No. Sarah's doodling a picture of a cutesy bee in her notebook.
I'm practicing my bees.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm not painting one of those.
Did we? Do you want to see my bee? See my bee. See my bee. There's a bee.
Not painting that on a gruff warlordy general type.
Oh, absolutely not.
No. What were you going to say?
I was just going to say, did we finish with the event? Did we finish everything with the event?
I think so. We said 5 games over 2 days. We said the date of the event. We said what the factions are going to be. We said when the tickets are going to go on sale. We said when they will stop being on sale.
Yeah.
We said that it's a sequel to the Crimson Ribbon.
So most important is the tickets go on sale on the 1st of September and the closing date is the 7th of November. So there's a little while. It feels like there's a little while in between, but it always creeps up on us. So I will put, if everybody's got Discord, which I know you will have, but I'll put my details for those of you that don't have them into the Discord Return of the Crimson Ribbon event room. Yeah, I'll pop them in there.
And what? I'm just trying to think about people who aren't in the Discord, because that means
we'll
work something out. We'll work something out.
I've got quite a few emails from last time. Obviously, I'll email.
So Scott is asking points for the event. It will be similar. We don't know for 100% certain yet, because we haven't. The event pack will come out when tickets go on sale.
We have said that it did seem to go, hopefully, with the feedback that we had, and people were saying on the days. It did seem to go really well last time, and we don't necessarily want to really change at the Crimson Mandeville. We don't necessarily want to change the format of that. So the points are going to be roughly the same, but we have got a pack that we are going to put in there that will have got all that information on when the tickets go on sale. So a rough idea of points from last time.
So the intention is it will be the biggest list will be 2K, and it will be smaller sub lists built out of that 2K. Exactly how that constructs will be in the event pack, but
just as a rough idea,
upper limit 2K with some structuring to, like, for example, there'd be I think what we did last time was you have a core army that's in every list, and then like 2 bolt-ons, and different games require different bolt-ons to be added to your core list, and then when you bolt them both on, it makes a 2K army. It'll be something like that.
And we did like a formula where everybody plays different people, if we can possibly allow that to happen. That very much depends on everybody turning up on the days, because I know sometimes it's inevitable that people can't actually come. So that throws the game arranging into a bit of a mess. Nobody swore then. Bit of a mess. It was a bit of a jumble, let's just say.
It was.
But we did sort it out, and I tried to get everybody playing as many different people as possible. It helped that Say Hi Paul jumped in, but we did try and get everybody playing different people. And for the majority of the time, it did work. So that is the sort of format that we'll be going with this time, because it was quite a good one. So yes, so that's it. Any questions, pop them in there. Quite a lot of people have got my mobile number and or my email address. Send the information through there, but anything that comes from Crimson Events will be information on your emails for the event. Yeah.
Okay.
And just one question just before we move on, because it's right up in the thingy.
Okay.
So Quartermain says again, what's your bring it back list? So if you could chew in regards to miniatures, his is the Mirenberg Landship and the Ternakan Trolls.
I remember the Lancia. Don't remember the Trolls.
What should bring it back?
Well, they brought most of it back. That's the thing. It is the old models that they brought back. I'd like to see them support some of the older lines. So I think some of the things that they brought back as a made to order. No, not made to order. As a limited release. I'd like to see those permanently in the range. So, for example, the old Stone Trolls for Orcs and Goblins. I'd like to see those back as opposed to just the early release. I tried to get hold of a War Wagon for the Empire, and I ended up getting a third-party model because getting one second-hand on eBay was north of 200 quid, and I'm like, I just can't. I'm going to go third-party with this one, so I got a Highland Miniatures one for 30 quid, and it's great. But I'd rather have the official one, but they just don't sell it anymore. So my list is to have options for all the things that are in the books next, rather than lots of spangly new things. I'd like them to flesh out what's in the books. Yeah. Gosh, should I call that one out?
That's just reminded me, actually. Do you want to just read up? And there's something on there from... I can't quite remember. But I just want to say something in a minute because Wolf Corgi's just reminded me of something. Funny creature. You see that?
Oh, the
National
Alert. The nefarious Belper sprue clipper is in the area. Get out of there. Get out.
Who's that?
No, I don't know. Well, I know Belper. How the tabletop events in Belper have got a very nice sort of public spirited thing where they've got this big box of old sprues, and anyone can go along and just get a bit off and clip off a bit they might need from the old sprue. It's sort of like donate a sprue, clip a sprue kind of like the old sort of take a penny, leave a penny concept.
Do you know what?
But maybe it's a reference to that.
I have to say, shout out to Ed at Tabletop Events, because whilst we were there doing the last event, they've started doing parties. And for anybody that's got budding 40k little people that might want to come along and try it, he does these birthday parties for kids, and the kids were just loving it. He got one on that day, and it was absolutely amazing. And he's trying so hard to get the young community into it, isn't he? And so everybody's involved. He was really good, wasn't he?
Water your seedlings. Watch them
grow.
that
is exactly. And we spent a bit of time together, Ed and I, and he's really passionate about it and wanting to help the kids to get into it. So he's giving a lot away. He's been really generous. So he is good if you want to nurture your
water your saplings.
Water your saplings. Okay. Wolf Corgi. That's
Wolf
just
Corgi,
reminded me.
Member 48 months says the last event was brilliant. I had 4 great games against 4 great opponents. I played Paul too, but you can't have everything.
Which is really funny because he did.
He did.
And just
shot him repeatedly.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, it was right of you stood in.
I accidentally found out how hard the list I'd built was. After it was the final game, I got practice. I was like, oh, you do it like this. Dead. Ooh.
So
sorry, mate.
I just forgot to mention what we did for the last event, which I think we'll replicate in this one, is that we opened it up to channel members from a certain day, and then 2 weeks later we announced it to everyone else. And I think we will do that this time as well, because that just gives our guys, you guys out there, just the opportunity to get in there first, because we want as many people as possible, but equally we want to make sure that we've got room first of all for our your followers, our followers. So we want to make sure that happens. So even if on the 1st of September you don't have any money to pay for your ticket, just tell me, and then I'll reserve a ticket for you, and we'll come up with a date that you can, that you can pay it, because I wouldn't want anybody to miss out, really. So we'll do that. So we'll do it for the first for us, and then 2 weeks later we'll do it for everybody else, just to give you guys time to decide what you want to do. But like I say, even if you just want to reserve a ticket, I'm quite easy with that. That's absolutely fine. So, yes, just thought I would say that.
Should I move on to the ramble subject of this evening?
You can. Just when I've answered Big Bad Peter, sorry, I've just seen that in there. Yes, we've got event dates. Yeah, they are in the Discord, which is great. But we have got dates for the next one. Well, for all of them next year. So that's the one that we've talked about tonight. But we have got another one in March.
Did those events go in the dates go in the Discord? Because what Wolf Corgi
I know, I've just seen that. Yeah,
they did. Maybe we did that, and
maybe we did that. Maybe
we did that, and we didn't.
But yes, the there is a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay, maybe
they are in there.
Ah, that's when we did the poll.
So we did the poll.
It's from the poll. So yes, so it's going to be March. So Old World is going to be. What's that?
That says February.
Oh, February. Well, it must be end of February, March. It's roughly that time.
Yeah.
But I'll put specific dates in it. But if you want to save a dates in your diary, it's roughly going to be February. But I'll put that date in at some point. But that will be Old World. Yeah. And then the other one is what?
May.
Yeah.
So we've got the date. Looking back at the post, the dates are actually on the Discord.
Right.
So the actual dates. So
yeah.
they're in the general events chat section for Discord members. And there's the November date, we just talked about. There's a February date and there's a May date.
Right. Okay. Mm-hmm.
So I'd forgotten all about that. Should I hit the ramble subject? We're only 53 minutes in.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Old World narrative, and I have to consult the book because I can't get all the names down in my head yet. They haven't gone in. Yet. Okay, so the Empire stuff is really cool, and of course I think it's cool. I've been talking about it half the evening. The list lets you put anything together. There's very, very few restrictions on what you can actually have, other than the normal Old World type stuff, where it says, "Oh, only 2 of these per that, only 1 of these per 1,000 points. If you take 1 of this, then X can be taken as core rather than special." There's some stuff like that in there. Not a huge amount, but it's your usual combo of taking everything. So it absolutely lets you do that. There is no restriction on that whatsoever. There are, with the exception of the City-State of Norn and the Knightly Orders, there are no sub-factions. There's 4 main warring districts in the Empire at the moment, in the Old World setting. And it goes through the heraldry and the style of armies and the forces. In the sort of narrative-y type bit, and in the various sort of little footprints, but it's got big pictures of like big armies laid out with all the stuff in. So there's a picture, for instance, of where are we? Of an Osterland. Is it called Osterland? Yeah, the Grand County of Osterland. There's a picture of an Osterland army with loads of Sigmarite stuff in there, priests and flagellants and so on. And so the army, it totally lets you put whatever you want in. The narrative in the book doesn't. If you're the kind of narrative player that I am, where you feel constrained by the narrative, then actually it's really quite tricky to pick what you want to do and what army to go for. So you've got your four main ones. You've got the Grand County of Osterland, the Principality of Reichland, the Grand Duchy of Tabernac, and the Barony of Westerland. Which basically amounts to top right, bottom left, bottom right, top right in the picture. So they're sort of like one there, one there, one there, one there kind of thing. Now, the Principality of Reichland is the birthplace of Sigmar. And so the Court of Sigmar is absolutely massive there. And they are also into all their engineering and their technology. So, you know, sort of handguns and cannons and all that good stuff. But if you read the description of some of the magic users, some of the mages and mage lords in here, magic's outlawed. Because at this stage in the old world history, that we are pre-colleges of magic, and there was a view that all magic users were sort of hedge witches messing with dangerous powers. So they were all shunned and they were outlawed. So if you're playing strictly to the narrative, no wizardy in Reichland. Right, okay. The problem I had was I had a big wizard on a giant flappy two-headed bird, and I'm like, oh, you know, I want to use that. So where else do I go? And by contrast, if you look at the Grand Duchy of Tabernac, these two are kind of enemies, very big enemy. This is the age of the three emperors. The emperor in Reichland is the elected emperor, and dissatisfied with the electoral college system, which I won't go into. The electoral college? No, I don't mean that. The elector counts system. I think it was the Duke of Tabernac just declared themselves the hereditary empire. So 2 empires. And then in Osterland, they sort of went, well, if everyone's having a go, I'll be the wolf emperor then. So hence age of 3 emperors. In the Grand Duchy of Tabernac, the worship of Sigmar is outlawed. So no priest of Sigmar, no flagellants. Magic, happy days, all your wizards, all your stuff. And they're very much more on your sort of bow and arrow end of the scale. And different knightly orders have chapter houses in different cities. The Order of the Burning Sun. Burning Sun? Sorry, I'm just getting the names right. Blazing Sun. The Order of the Blazing Sun are a kind of wizardy, so they're sort of in that area. Which means for me, I'm like, oh no, I don't really want to be taking those in Reichland because wizard, anti-wizard. Equally, you've got the Burning Heart, or is it Fiery Heart? I think it's Fiery Heart. They're the Sigmarite Templars. In which case, I'm like, oh no Tabernac. So these are sort of like poles apart. Like, right, okay, right. What about Osterland? The blue and white. I like the blue and white colours. Okay, they're mostly about Ulrich. Okay, fine. But they can have a little bit of Sigmar, but not a lot. I'm like, right, okay, fine. And it's like, oh, they distrust all wizards. It's like, right, okay. So if you don't want any Sigmar-y stuff and you don't want any wizardy stuff, go to the north. And then you can take all the wolf pelts and the priests of Ulrich and that side of things, and they distrust technology. Right, okay. Then you've got And you can do some Ulrich-y stuff in Tabernac because they're much more sort of the old gods in Talabek. Sorry, I keep saying Tabernac. Talabek. They are much more closely related to that. It's the older gods. So Mor, Tar, Ulrich. Sort of Sigmar is seen as the upstart. You can do sort of much more of the sort of oldie worldy, really old stuff. But again, but Tabakland being so far south, I'm like, yeah, but all the Ulrich stuff, all the minis are covered in furs, and it's kind of subtropical. And I'm like, that doesn't feel right. Like, so would they have the wolf pelts? And I'm like, and then you've got the Barony of Westerland, which are the blue and yellow ones. And I only really realised this after I'd already committed to what I was doing with everything else, because it would have just been so easy to paint over the black with the blue and turn my Avaland into Barony of Westerland, because the Barony of Westerland seemed to be anything goes. It's a massive, corrupt, commercial trading port where there are hidden wizard schools, Ulrich cults, Sigmar cults, big guns, little guns, cardboard boxes. They appear to be the choice for doing a bit of the everything, but that's fair. I don't think Ramble comes close to that. The disconnected brain vomit is possibly a little bit closer. But what I have found is that, so for instance, a lot of this information doesn't come. There's only a couple of paragraphs in that book and a couple of paragraphs in this book. But if you look through some of the bits in the Forces of Fantasy, so like little nuggets about what the Pistoliers are. The Pistoliers are recruited from the younger sons of daughters of imperial nobles who are not going to inherit, and they are the proving grounds for the knightly orders. So they're sort of like, if you think Space Marine terms, these are like your scouts. Space Marine scouts, they're your novitiates, and that's why they're impetuous. And I think that's really cool. Equally, your outriders are your pistoliers who don't ever bother going on to join a knightly order, and they just stay. They grow up becoming old grumpy pistoliers and get longer guns, and stay as outriders. If I look at where have they gone? Empire wizards. The status of wizards vary greatly from one province of the empire from the other. In Reichland, the seat of the cult of Sigmar, magic is universally outlawed, and practitioners, when caught, are burnt at the stake as witches. No wizards for that army. In neighbouring Talabekland, by contrast, where the worship of Tal is commonplace, wizards enjoy greater freedom and practice their craft. So it's all hidden about the place, but they're the main. That's the main gist of what I got. Is, if you want a bit of everything, blue and yellow. If you want all your Sigmar, priesty, witch huntery, but no magic-y, Reichland. If you want your sort of oldie worldy Norse, wolf everything, no magic, no Maleficarum, you go blue and white. And then if you want your sort of old world, we follow the old ways, and all your magic and stuff, then you go red and yellow. It just so happens that my army grew entirely by osmosis, because it started off as a 500-point fantasy battle army. Then I added a whole bunch of stuff in for Age of Sigmar when it turned to Age of Sigmar to do things for the Siege of Ixarsis campaign. And then when it went back to being old world, it turned out that my higgledy-piggledy hodgepodge collection didn't naturally fit anywhere. That's why I got a little bit of this and a little bit of that and a little bit of the other. And if I'd cottoned on to the blue and yellow thing earlier, I'd have been fine. But I didn't. So I got like 5 armies in planning. 5 armies. I was going to do one of them, then I'm going to do Beastmen. That's the plan. That's the plan at the moment. Slight hiatus for Siege of Excelsis. I think I've rambled enough now. I think I'm in danger of repeating myself there on that particular subject. Any questions or anything from the chat?
No, there aren't anything from the chat. I've just been answering how much tickets are. We've not actually put a definite price on there, but the last event we did was there were £60 a ticket. So I'm thinking
it's ballpark.
Ballpark. It's 60.
And it's 2 days, isn't it?
It's over 2 days.
Yeah.
It's not £60 a day, obviously. It's £60 so £30 a day for that. And hopefully everybody can vouch for it. It was very well worth it. There are some, I always bring goodies, so I always make sure that everybody's got a pack on the day, and there's pens and all kinds of stuff in there. So yeah, so that's roughly how much it's going to be. Yeah, that was the only question I can see.
Okay, are we at the wrapping up stage?
We are at the wrapping up stage.
Oh,
if you are ready to wrap, you are the man. I don't mean wrap like now that I don't mind wrap like
the brain vomit appears to have stopped. So
Okay.
I conclude from that we are near wrap time.
We can always ask if anybody else has got any questions, and if you have, pop them in.
Get them in now.
Get them in. Get them in. In the meantime, I will do the thank yous.
No. I always start the thank yous. A big thank you to Crimson.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Out of which.
Oh, there we go. Look, Scott.
Without which this would not happen.
Scott. Yeah, we want you to be there. You're there every time. We couldn't do it if you weren't there. You are like.
We could technically do it.
Well, we could, but I wouldn't want to.
It wouldn't be the same. I mean, but
my heart
we
wouldn't
still
be
would.
My heart wouldn't be in it.
We absolutely still would.
We'd have to.
But we'd have to. But
you know, yeah, definitely wouldn't be the same, Scott. Would if you wasn't there.
Oh, Big Bad Peter's just said he's looking at booking a hotel.
Okay.
So you might want. You could see if you sent him on the pack from last time, the hotels will physically still be in the same place.
Everything
won't they?
will be, including the rail and including everything. Everything will be in there. The travel and everything.
So you can always send that on to Scott via Discord.
It's not Scott. It's
sorry, Big Bad. Scott's posted underneath. That's why my brain went.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll send all that out, Big Bad Peter. Have I got your email address?
You could probably do a direct message via Discord if you know.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. Direct message. I'll do that. I will stick it in there.
If that will be helpful.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you to Crimson. Without whom this would not happen, because I am not that organised.
Okay. So thank yous all to Big Bad Peter Gaming. As always, he gifted a Say Hi Paul membership to out there, and Duncan Lacken. I hope I'm saying that right. He took up the membership, so thank you very much for that. And Big Bad Peter Gaming used his 42-month super chat. 42 months. Thanks to Wolf Gorgie, 48 months there, and Scott 57.
57. That means
5 and a 7.
We've been doing this for 5 years.
Wow.
And it started in August. So this is roughly the 5th anniversary of the channel.
Yeah. Da, da, da.
I want a balloon.
You want a balloon?
I want a balloon. 5 years old.
I'll get you a balloon.
Yay.
Yeah, 5. What do you want on it?
Big 5.
A big 5. A big 5.
Big 5.
Okay, then. We can work that out. If that's all you want,
yep,
we can work that out. Yeah. We might need to do a big 5 balloon and go to Warhammer World. Meet up in Bugman's and let's just eat and drink until we pop.
They're doing a new display at
Oh,
Warhammer World. Yeah, they're doing.
About time.
I think the big one with all the Ultramarines that's changed a few times. Everyone sees that. I think that they're replacing that with the new one.
Ooh.
That's what it looked like from the article.
Yeah, we ought to do that. We ought to do a get together for the big number 5 for the channel.
We nailed that high five
we
thing.
Did.
Yeah.
What? Do you know why?
Why?
Because I'm coming in at a different side to what I think I'm coming in at. Because it's mirrored.
That's a sentence that's meant other things.
Yeah. Well, I know what I mean, and you know what I mean, really. I'm on the other side. Not in a Stranger Things side.
Stranger Things. Oh,
not
series
like
5, 2 months.
Not like that, but you know.
I want to show them my Stranger Things thing.
Oh, Big Bad Peter Gaming has not been to Warhammer World yet. Jeez.
I'm coming back.
Louise.
I'm coming back.
Oh, God. Oh.
I'm coming back.
Are you coming round me? Oh, my God. Right, I'm moving. I'm moving. Wait a minute. I'll do the unicorn thing while you're not here.
This is what Crimson got me for my birthday. It's amazing.
It is pretty cool. Even though I did buy it, it's pretty cool. Big Bad Peter Gaming's never been to Warhammer World. Never ever been. Talk to the unicorn. Don't eat the unicorn. That's so mean. Oh, he's gone all wonky now. It's gone wonky donkey now.
Oh, look, it's got the upside down and underneath.
Under the underneath.
Yeah.
It is cool. It's
very cool.
I did have it made. It is cool.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yes. I know someone, I've got a friend that makes them and he's absolutely amazing. If anybody wants to look him up, it's Panda Kitty. And he has got a Facebook page and he does some of the weirdest things. And I will put that into the chat now. He is the weirdest person I know. And he's a great guy. So he made it for me.
And this is what she got me for Christmas.
Oh, same guy. Same guy.
So much cool stuff.
They do sit in the hallway, which is a bit off-putting, to be fair. But, yes.
And 1 year...
Oh, God. He's bringing all the presents in.
1 year, this is what my parents got me for Christmas.
Look at that. Bringing everything in. What would be better off doing is just taking you for a tour around the house.
Let's see how tidy it is.
Yeah, this is true.
Actually, it's pretty tidy at the moment.
I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, much weirder than Paul Scott. A wicked sense of humour. If you go, I can't possibly say it on YouTube. I can't say it on here.
Not on this channel.
But if you do have a look, always one sick person.
Yep.
Inside.
If you're going to browse this website, do it incognito.
Yeah, if you're going to browse it, it's really good. No,
don't do it at work.
It's really, really good, but certain things, a little bit near.
Don't do it at work.
Lots of willies.
Let's move on.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah, weird. Yes. Thank you, everybody.
Oh, well, is that the are we done?
I've done that. Yeah, I've done that.
Oh, all right.
Scott, 57 months. We've done that.
57 months.
If anybody does want a ticket before the 1st of September, then just let me know and I'll just save one.
Are you sure you're going to get barraged?
It's fine. I don't mind.
All right.
I'd rather us do that and us make sure that our guys, that sounds bad, doesn't it? But I just want to make sure that anybody that joins us, like for this, for instance, and is a really loyal member, gets in there. So just let me know.
You heard it here first.
Yes.
Well, on that note, I
Yes.
think we're done. We good?
Yes.
All right. Big thank you to Crimson once again. Thank you everybody for joining us this evening and sitting there whilst I prattle because I don't know why. And apparently there's some kind of appeal. So cheers. Still no sponsorship deal.
It won't be now. You're drinking it in cans.
Oh, I know.
Not drinking it in cans, should I say?
In my great Uncle George's tankard.
I know, yeah.
Great Uncle George. Take care, folks. We will see you in the next one.
See you next time.
Say bye, Crimson.
Bye, Crimson.
Bye.
Bye.